go to an anonymous guest who attended the same middle school as the defendants. We want to thank you for your patience, calling out of Wisconsin. Is there something about this school? It sounds great. You know, iPads for everyone. I've always advocated that. Is there something about this school that you think is off?
Yeah, a little bit. A couple years ago, they switched from just 7th and 8th grade to grades 6 through 8. This took a particular middle school that the girls attend now from around a 600 student population to over 900 students in a school that already used every classroom. And even when I went there, supervision was really lax because there were a lot of disruptive students that needed to be refocused. And obviously adding those 6th graders creates, and keeping a similar amount of teachers, obviously that creates another situation that even more students need to be refocused and even more students need to call attention to themselves.
So what you're saying is kids who have troubles can get lost in the shuffle if they're in extremely large classrooms and they can't get the individual attention they need, which is why so many people who are absolutely passionate about education have pushed for smaller class size so that they can catch problems as they arise.
12-year-old Morgan Geyser appears in court. Geyser and her friend, now co-defendant, 12-year-old Anissa Wire, aren't even teenagers, but they are charged as adults with attempted homicide.
The young suspects explained their very elaborate plan to police, which was an attempt to prove their dedication to this ghoulish boogeyman who exists online called Slenderman. They seem to believe that this online character was real. If you take a look at this entire triangle, it explains, okay? It ruled over, there's the top of the triangle, Slenderman, and then below him are the killers, and then at the bottom are the proxies. Now, they told police in order for them to become proxies, they had to carry out a murder. Now, Anonymous, our guest who wants to remain anonymous, you attended the same middle school as defendants. You're saying that something like this, which they've been plotting for months, might go unnoticed because you're saying that there's just too many kids at the school and they could get into some kind of fantasy world that no one would pick up, which they might otherwise pick up if there were, let's say, 10 kids in the class.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. If kids aren't calling attention to themselves, they're not helped. The school's kind of the kids are kind of like self-watering plants a little bit. You know, those planters where you put water in and then you can go for weeks without watering. It's kind of like what they're doing with the teachers are doing with the students. It's with the iPads. Like, the kids aren't really paying attention. Kids aren't really being paid much attention to unless they're actually like calling negative attention to themselves or they're calling attention to themselves academically.